Yo, welcome to the show. It's Boston's Banter.
Why don't you give me sleepers, your weekly sleepers?
So my weekly sleepers for week 16, and mind you, this is for deeper formats I should bring up, and especially considering, a lot of guys aren't going to be touched. These guys in particular aren't going to be touched in like smaller leagues.
No.
But mind you, these are also based off injuries too going into the playoffs, because these are the fantasy playoffs. But I think some of these guys could help if you have to be dealing with that stuff.
Yeah, if you got injuries, these are some guys.
So number one, I'm going to go with Chargers wide receiver Trey Harris at the Cowboys. So the rookie second-round pick out of Ole Miss could be in for a big day this week. For starters, wide receiver Quentin Johnston is dealing with a groin injury and missed last week at the Chiefs. And Harris led all Chargers wide receivers in yards with 49 and was second in targets with 5 and second in receptions with 3, and that was with Keenan Allen and McConkey still playing.
Yep.
He's going up against a 32nd ranked Cowboys secondary this week that will allow even a practice squad player to go off.
I mean, that's going to be a shootout either way.
Right. They are also allowing the most receiving yards, touchdowns, and fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Nothing's changed. We've been talking about it all year. Especially if Johnston misses this upcoming week, Harris could potentially get more opportunities and be in for a big day.
Yep.
Number 2, I got Dolphins tight end Darren Waller versus the Bengals. So the Bengals are just a show organization, especially against tight ends. Waller's been banged up and dealt with injuries, but has had some big games, including last night. He had 2 touchdowns.
I ended up dropping him in your league. He's actually really good.
Regardless of having the 31st ranked pass defense and the 28th ranked red zone defense where Waller excels, the Bengals are just horrible statistically against tight ends this year.
Yeah, they have.
PPR value, they are allowing the most receptions, yards, touchdowns, and fantasy points to opposing tight ends, the worst amongst the whole league.
By far, too.
The 6'6 tight end could cause mega problems for Cincy's defense, too, this week. And let's face it, the Bengals, like I said, their defense sucks. And then number 3, Frankie, I got Cardinals running back Michael Carter versus the Falcons. So this is a plug and play solely based on a banged up running back room and potential high volume upside. For starters, the Card starting running back, Bam Knight, we were just talking about in Wicked Piss of News. He was carted off the field with an ankle injury, and he's probably going to be missing this upcoming week. And Carter led the backfield with 14 carries for 56 yards and an additional 4 catches for 38 yards.
Michael Carter's a good player.
18 total touches.
I like it.
And expect that volume to continue into this week. Last time he was lead back, he had 18 carries and 5 catches. And going against the Falcons' 23rd ranked run defense, that could bode well for Carter this week.
I think he's good, and I think if he's not available and you really need somebody, DeMarcado is available in a lot of leagues, and he's going to catch some balls too. I think that's going to be a kind of a shootout kind of game.
The Falcons are allowing the 7th most rush yards, the 11th most receptions to running backs, PPR value, like we've been talking about, tied 2nd most receiving touchdowns, and 10th most fantasy points to opposing running backs this year, especially if Bam Knight doesn't play, which I don't think he's gonna. He's very doubtful.
Doubtful.
Dude, expect Carter to be involved heavily in this game.
Love it.